New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania independent followers with the program, and guys like Joey Janela, not on the list.
And Joey Janela is not just a Northeast guy. Joey Janela is a guy who travels all over the country and puts on 5-star matches. He should be on that list.
Damian Adams.
Absolutely.
Bandito Jr.
Who is going to be, hopefully, we knock on wood, wish him the best of luck because rumor has it he might be signing with the WWE.
Frightmare.
Another guy who I compare to Bandito Jr., great talent.
Rude Boy James Riley.
Another guy who really should be on that list.
And Pinky Sanchez.
Just a guy that we actually didn't write down, but he should absolutely
Chris Dickinson on the list.
Chris Dickinson, what was he? He was 400 and... He was ahead of Zack Ryder, by the way. Where is it? We're scrolling through here. Where's Chris Dickinson?
463.
463. And, hey, you know what? For a guy who's working the independents right now, he'll be higher. He'll be higher next year.
Now, you got, like I said, it's hard to put tag teams on here. There are other tag teams out there that...
but the thing is...
That could have made the list. Because Chris Dickinson, he's part of Team Pazuzu.
Yep.
And you have other members of Team Pazuzu, Pinky Sanchez,
yep,
which we said is very good. EY, FBO.
Yep.
Also members of that. So, I mean, it's
hard to put tag teams on there, but then you go to, I think it was 56 and 57, you have both members of the Young Bucks back-to-back on that list.
You have the Usos on this list,
yep,
but they're separated drastically.
Oh, were they separated drastically?
Yeah, let's see. We have the Usos.
Jimmy is at 49. Oh, but you know why.
And Jay's at 72.
The reason, Jay's the injured one, right?
Yes.
And that is the reason why they're separated so much. But Jimmy hasn't even wrestled in the time that Jay's been out, though.
Xavier Woods, 77.
Not a top 100 material. No way.
So, I mean, we could be here all day with this list. R-Truth at 94. Only one
joke.
Only one less than Damian Sandow.
Complete joke. And I like Sandow, but Sandow doesn't belong top 100 either.
Damian Sandow is, again, penalized because he's with WWE and they don't know what to do with him.
Here's another one. Johnny Gargano. He should be top 75 at least. I think that's a great talent, and for those of you who watch NXT, he's on NXT now.
All right. Let's see. We wanted to cover... we were at D2W Friday night. Very good show, so we'd like to thank Damian Adams and the Jersey Devil for, again, allowing us to be there. We're running out of time, but we wanted to get into... the possibility of splitting the brands again. Raw, SmackDown, and NXT.
You can take into consideration this list as well. Some talents who really aren't utilized to their best ability, who are lower on the list, who are great talents. And if you split the brands again, I know you just brought together those two, the world title and the WWE title, last couple of years. I just think if you split those titles up again, you have one show have the U.S. title, one show have the Intercontinental title. You bring back a second tag team title if you wanted to. I just think talent will be better utilized. If there was two brands right now, I mean, and take away NXT for a second, but if you had SmackDown and Raw at two separate brands, Cesaro would be a world champion right now.
It's a possibility. Bray Wyatt might be.
Bray Wyatt either right now would be a world champion or would have been a world champion already.
I mean, Rusev might have been a world champ.
Yeah, if he didn't get squashed by Cena.
So, I mean, there's a lot of possibilities. I think we'll talk about it a little bit more next week.
I think next week would be a good time to talk about the brand splitting.
We're lining up a bunch of interviews, so we're hoping to have for the next 3 to 5 weeks straight interviews of some significant names in the wrestling industry. So, I mean, that's really it. It's a short show. Like we said, we got some strat tonight, and we just wanted to get out there. We didn't want to miss a week. So we'll continue as it goes along with the Jimmy Snuka saga as news comes in.
Yep.
We'll talk a little bit more of pros and cons of splitting the brands of Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. We'll have a bunch of shows that we're going to need to talk about, from CTW to Warriors of Wrestling next weekend.
Yep.
So, and the following week we got Pro Wrestling Magic, our first show. So, just thanks for joining us as we put episode number 31 to bed. And we ask that, again, as always, you continue to help control the nitwit population. And have your friends spayed or neutered. On behalf of myself, JT, and Nick the Beard, and happy birthday to the Sarge.
Happy birthday, Sarge. We love you.
We will talk to you guys next week, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Real Sports Talk with Kenny Klusker moves back to 5 p.m. next week. So we'll see you guys next week. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.